5.
I know import
Math books, page 5, please. So far, actually, I have this whole row ready to go. Thank you guys. The only row, and this row right here, row 1 and row 3, which everyone has their books out. Thank you. Page 5.
No.
All right, under your page, I want you guys to write this also. Before lesson 3, ratio equivalent, right here on this spot. It says Covering Core Mathematical Curriculum, lesson 3, 6.1. See that big chunk that's right under there?
Yeah.
It says lesson 3, equivalent ratios. Right above that, I'm going to give you guys 2 minutes to write this down. Actually, 1 minute. You guys can do it in 1 minute. Understand equivalent ratios with tape diagrams and solve problems that include missing values. And your 1 minute starts right now. Go ahead and write that down. Understand equivalent ratios with tape diagrams and solve problems that include missing values. All right, you should be done. What I'm about to talk to you guys today about is something you guys already have been doing. You guys have been learning about ratios, and you've been learning a specific pattern about them. But now, this key word right here, equivalent, is what's the crucial part, because you're going to be using this word not only in ratios, but you'll be using it within algebra. So get used to this word equivalent. I'm going to highlight this part of this word right here. This is a big word in math, or this beginning phrase, this prefix right here. You guys remember learning about prefixes and suffixes?
Yeah.
Remember how they give you meanings of words? Okay. Now, this is not in the lesson plan, but I want you guys to understand that these 3 letters are very powerful in math. You put them together. I want you to talk to your neighbors and try to guess, unless you already know, where else in math have you seen these 3 letters that mean something? I want you to talk to your neighbors about it. Because somebody might not know, and somebody might know. And I want you guys to talk about where you've seen it and how you've seen it done in math. Ever since you started learning how to add, subtract, multiply, and divide. You've always seen it. Where have you guys seen it? In math. How? What word? Okay. In other words. Yes. Until over there? What word is this, bro? Equal. If I were to put 2 plus 2, what sign do I have to put?
Is there another something you call it? Judith.
That's what it means.
Is there something called it?
That means they're the same value.
I said
Right?
I said lateral triangles.
All right, all eyes with me here, please. Thank you. When I put my hand up, I want you guys to put your hands up too. Like this. That makes sure that lets me know I have your undivided attention. Perfect. All right. Jacqueline and Angel, what did you guys talk about? What word came to mind when you saw these three letters to start off with?
Equal.
Equal. That's the main one. But somebody else, some of the people started talking about other stuff. Also, what other mathematical phrases have you heard within math? Lorena?
Equations.
Equations? Audric?
Equilateral.
Equilateral? But that's specifically talking about what?
All shapes that are geometry. No, it could be shapes that are all the same in the square.
Yeah, square has equilateral, or equilateral triangle. Have you guys seen that? The triangles are the same size. So in other words, what this means is that it's something that's similar or the same. In social settings, or more, how should I say, food settings, if you ever drink iced tea and there's no sugar in it, you usually get a little package, and it's called Equate. I believe it's a blue package, and the reason why is because it's man-made sugar. It's sugar that's supposed to be the same, because equal means same, as real sugar. Equate, it is like sugar. That's the power of words, ladies and gentlemen, when it comes to finding something that's similar. So today, we're going to be specifically talking about equivalent ratios. Does anybody have an idea so far, now that you know what the word equivalent means, where we might go with this lesson? Benny?
Ratios that are equal to the other ratio.
Okay, it's a very good way of looking at it. Actually, you're right on track. Ratios that are equal to other ratios. They're very much similar to the same thing. Alright, so for exercise 1, it should be on your book. Write a one-sentence story problem about a ratio. We did this yesterday. I want you guys to get into the habit because ratios are all around us. If you were here before the fire drill, I showed you, and I'll show you guys later on today again, how music has patterns. There's different scales in music. How many of you guys know about scales? But those of you guys actually play an instrument. You guys know about scales? There's over 12 of them. There's C, D, E, F, G, A, B, and you have your sharps and flats, right? Okay. But they keep going over and over again. You have different sets of C, different sets of F, and it continues on. G, A, B. I want you to think the same thing. So write a one-sentence story problem about a ratio. I'm going to give you guys 2 minutes to do that. And if you're done, go ahead and share your story problem with your partner. Starting now. All right. And then you have to include numbers too. So write the ratio in 2 different forms. What number do you want? Any numbers you want. Move the little 10 now. Or if you want to put them left hand, make sure they're finished. Even number.
For the right degree to be performed, we just need to the problem, another problem, but for the second problem.
The numbers that you use for your word problem, write it in two different forms.
Okay, but do you switch it around?
No.
Two ways?
Remember, you don't switch the numbers, you switch the way you write the numbers.
So, maybe like you switch the problem.
Wait, are you doing a word problem? Like another story?
No. Think about it. Yesterday's misconception is 2 to 3 the same thing as 3 to 2?
Oh, like that.
That's not how you write it though. It would be the other way around.
Oh, so then how would you?
If I'm going to write 2 to 3, 2 different ways, how would I write it? Exactly. Did you write the two numbers? Where you write the one problem, I want you to write the ratio. We're going to write the
Saturdays and Wednesdays. Everybody's
So 5, and then the word 2, and then some number 2.
Is that it?
Now you gotta write the word problem. So don't start with however, you just tell them for every 5, what do you want to talk about? That's when you get to talk about them. There you go. You're comparing yourself. You're done. That's it. You guys still have 1 minute left. All of you guys are actually already finished. How many of you guys still need that 1 minute? Okay. What ratio number?
Mr. Garcia, do we have to do exercise too?
Huh?
Do we have to do exercise too?
Not exercise 2 yet. It's not up there. Yeah, right there. Just the number. Write a ratio for it. Is that the way to write it? I'll see it. You actually did 3 ways. Okay, there's another way of writing it too. I know it said 2, so I want you to go the extra mile. Well, unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, my timer got reset, so it never is going to go up.
Okay.
I accidentally put it for 1 hour rather than 1 minute. So. All right, let's go ahead and see. Let me for class dojo points. I want to hear at least 2 word problems of what you guys said. So let's see here. Alicia, what did you put? What was your word problem?
For every 5 people who are wearing gray to every 10 people who are wearing blue.
Okay, repeat that one more time. For every.
For every 5 people wearing green to every 10 people wearing blue.
Okay. For every 5 people wearing green, there are how many people wearing blue?
It's 10.
Okay. Did you and for part 2 of this, did you write it like this?
I did it 10 to 5.
10 to 5? Well, what did you say in your sentence?
For every 5 people who are wearing green to every 10 people wearing blue.
Okay, Alicia, I'm gonna point something out because you did something. Stop. You did something that's very, very important. And this is a little common mistake. If you don't take your time, I'm not saying that you didn't, but you can fall into this trap. Your sentence started off with for every 5. When you're going to write that in ratio form, you need to write that number first. Because you told me, for this part, what did you write?
Oh, I thought you were talking about the second one, because I did it in both.
Well, you wrote it, okay. See, and that's the other part. So the first one is for every 5 people wearing a green shirt, you have 10 people wearing blue. Right? This is green. And this is blue. Now, after that, it's asking you write the ratio in 2 different forms. This is one form of writing it, which is what? 5 colon 2. Who wants to help Alicia out and show her the other way of writing it? Not so much where we change the numbers. We're not going to change the numbers the way they're structured. We're going to change the way we write it. Caleb? Yeah, why don't you come up here really quick? And technically there's actually 3 ways. I know Engage is asking for 2, but there's 3 ways to do it. What's the third? Well, let's see which one Caleb puts down. And after that, you can write, you can use yours. Then you can write the whichever way he misses or doesn't do. That's the second way. It's with the words. The third way, Aaliyah, can you come do that, please? There's technically 3 ways. I know the book is asking you for 2, but if you write it 3 ways, you're going above and beyond what the book's asking for. So the way you were probably thinking is, one way is like this, and the